For nearly 2 decades, the Almonte family lived beneath a quiet shadow. Their home, nestled in a valley where wildflowers grew like prayer offerings from the earth, was always full of laughter, full of voices, full of love. They were 5 siblings, 2 dogs, an old piano no one tuned anymore, and at the center of it all, the soul of the house, was her. Isabel Almonte, a mother, a wife, a force of sunlight. She carried the scent of cinnamon and honey, her hugs curing childhood heartbreaks and bad days at school. But somewhere between birthdays and graduations, her light began to dim. It started with fatigue. Then came the trembling hands. Then the inexplicable pain, dull, sometimes sharp, always there. Doctors shrugged. Specialists squinted at charts. Blood tests, scans, endless referrals. Years passed, and with them, hope waned, though never entirely died. The diagnosis never came. Isabel sits at the same kitchen table, now visibly older and more frail. Her adult children, now in their 20s and 30s, visit, showing concern. She forces a smile, pressing their hands to her face. The morning light is softer, more muted than in earlier scenes, reflecting her diminished energy. She smiled less. She moved slower. Her laughter, once a song of its own, came in short, strained echoes. And still, she never complained. She sat at the kitchen table every morning, watching her children grow into adults. She pressed their hands to her face. She whispered, "Don't worry about me. I'm just tired." They didn't believe her, but they couldn't fight a ghost. Then came the year 2032. A new medical initiative was launched, AI Sentinel Care, a global system that could cross-analyze decades of patient data using real-time learning, pattern detection, and unbreakable memory. Isabel's eldest son, 35, sits with a laptop while Isabel and other family members gather around. They're uploading medical files, boxes of papers, digital files, medical records spanning decades. The room has warm lamp lighting, creating hope mixed with nervous anticipation. It took input from millions, scouring forgotten files and overlooked anomalies. The Almontes, cautiously hopeful, uploaded Isabel's full medical history into the system. The family gathers around the laptop screen. The AI result appears. Chronic neural immune dysregulation disorder, CNID, ultra rare, undetectable with standard diagnostics, 98% symptom match. Treatment options available as of this year. The camera captures each family member's face as they read. Isabel's expression transforms from disbelief to overwhelming relief. Tears begin to flow. And then, after 18 years of silence and searching, the AI responded. Chronic neural immune dysregulation disorder, CNID, ultra rare, undetectable with standard diagnostics, 98% symptom match. Treatment options available as of this year. The room fell silent as the result loaded. A name, a shape, a form to the formless. Tears came before words. She was still seated in her usual spot at the kitchen table, but this time her face was wet, eyes wide, not with fear, but something like reverence. A name had given her pain boundaries. A name meant treatment. It meant hope with a backbone. Treatment began swiftly. Gene therapy, a tailored neuroimmune recalibration protocol developed only a year earlier. Isabel, now visibly healthier and more vibrant, dances barefoot with her youngest granddaughter, 5, in the same living room where the family received the diagnosis. The old piano plays in the background. Natural light floods the room. Both grandmother and granddaughter laugh with pure joy. The transformation is remarkable and moving. Within 6 months, the woman who once could barely lift her arm now danced barefoot with her youngest granddaughter in the living room. That Christmas, the house overflowed. All 5 children returned. Their spouses, the grandchildren, even the twins who refused to wear anything but dinosaur pajamas. And Isabel? She stood at the head of the long wooden table, glowing. Not like before, brighter. Years had stolen time, but not the roots of their love. Her voice, steady and strong, rang out above the clinking glasses and murmurs of prayer. I never asked to be healed. I just prayed to live long enough to see you all become who you were meant to be. But now I get to be here too. There wasn't a dry eye at the table. Outside, the valley was silent, winter blanketing the hills in white. Inside, generations wrapped their arms around the woman who never stopped loving, even when her body had all but stopped trying. And in a quiet lab somewhere far away, the AI that cracked the code of her illness moved on to the next case, unaware that tonight, one family finally slept without fear, and one mother finally slept without pain.